Good morning, afternoon, whenever it is that you're watching this. Decided to start trying to post more videos and to help contribute. I really just want to help share some info with newcomers, people who are looking for some solid understanding. So I had another video from low range. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it or not. It's just me blabbering for minutes while honing. Bevel set on 1K, did some time on 2K. One of the razors I started off at 800. It needed it. Now it's 5K. So when you start to get to these levels here, it's hang on, let me get going here. You've really got to start paying attention to the feedback of the razor, because once you get that edge dialed in, it's not something that happens often, but I have had it happen more than once. That I mean, you're not going to have this issue in the beginning because you're not going to be going quick or anything like that, but these stones, when you get that edge dialed in, there's a chance that they can crack a blade. So it's just maybe the resonation of the stone at this level. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I do know that it's happened. I've had it happen on 8 and on 5 before, but it's not too much concern. But you're starting to cross the threshold around here where you're not just you're not removing steel. I mean, you are, but you're not grinding it as much as you are polishing it, you know. So it's a different feeling altogether. It starts to get real, that sound, that wheek, wheek. That's almost the best way I can describe it, is that it's starting to get a little more attached to the blade as that edge gets more acute. And it can easily come back to bite you. On big, of course, on like wedge blades, you don't really have to worry about it, but when you're messing with hollow grinds, think of like a Philly 14 or something like that. That blade, or like a singing blade, like an extra hollow blade, they can get resonating to a point where they crack up on you. So be careful with that if that time comes. Get some more tape. I haven't quite got to the point where I start switching over to polyamide. Hang on, I usually pre-cut strips and hang them off of my light here. That way they're just ready to go. So if you're watching this and you are new to honing, congratulations. Welcome to the welcome to the best, worst thing in your life. It's got its perks. but it can also break you, man. You know, it'll test you. It'll test your will, because sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go well. And when you think it's going well, it can instantly go real bad. So just, you know, be patient, take your time, learn about it before you learn the basics. If you're new, don't go running out and buying super expensive finishing stones yet, because if you can't correct an edge on an old razor or set an edge on an old razor, then that super expensive popular finishing stone is just a paperweight. And I thought, so eventually we'll make it to a video of just setting a bevel and then instantly jumping up onto naturals and running a natural progression from set. And we may even set it on a natural. But the thing is, I just want to start participating. The video I uploaded already about plinking hair with a 1K, that kind of got my, kind of lit a fire on me, you know, and I hope that these videos help someone. I'll start doing more restorations once I get this batch honed, which these are my honing days usually. Once I get this batch honed and I get back to working on blades, I will sorry, I will make some videos of restorations. Maybe do some, I gotta build a couple mother of pearl razors, so maybe I'll make some videos on how I do that. And I've got a customer's razor on its way here right now for a restoration, so that'd be a good one. I mean, I got some here. I've got some ivory. I got a 2-piece set, a 2-razor set of with ivory scales, and one of the scales, hang on, one of the scales is busted, but I had just a lone scale, a random scale from some other time, some other build, whatever, and I'm going to reshape it and do my best to, it's got a different tone to it, you know, that ivory, so ivory yellows in direct sunlight. You know, if it hits light, if light hits it, it will change the tone of it. And just, you know, kind of once it goes, it goes. It's not something that you can really grind out. You can lighten it up a little bit, but if you've got some ivory that's yellow and it's really yellow, it's going to stay yellow. There's some conservative things, like a paper towel that's damp and hydrogen peroxide, and then put it outside in non-direct sunlight. That is that's an old conservator's museum style conservation trick for lightening up ivory, and it works to a certain degree. Can you resurface it? Yeah, you can, but like I said, usually that discoloration is, you know, deep. It's all the way to it. So I think with a couple different tricks you can get it fixed. But we're gonna find out, and I'll demonstrate all of that. I will resurface the ivory, and we'll see firsthand what kind of color difference it did, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll do the peroxide and indirect sunlight, and we'll let that go, and we'll see the difference on that, and we'll see if we can't get the one scale to match the others, which the other ones aren't perfectly white, but they're nice. They're a nice ivory color. They're clean. It's a good set. Real nice Sheffields. Can't wait to build them. And I've got a guy that has a covered tang that razor that he's been wanting to have done. So I would like to make a video of that, so that way, you know, I can show people how I handle that, I guess. I don't know. You know, I'm sure everybody else has their ways to do it. But those are little things that get asked from me all the time. Looks like I was favoring the blade, but not the toe here. So, and yeah, it looks exactly what it looks like. I've got it angled. I'm just trying to focus on that round point curved toe. So what I'm doing is I'm coming in with it lifted. Now this is exaggerated, but coming in with it lifted, and as I circle, I'm coming down, and it's just kind of rolling that toe. And then what I'll do is I'll do a couple regular strokes, and as I'm coming in, I'll lift up. It's like a rolling X, but I'm really, and then I'll put pressure with this finger on that toe, because I want to join the toe to the rest of the edge, but it needs to be just as honed up as the rest of it. Because if it's not, it'll be noticed. Yeah, she's there. So I'm pulling these tapes off. I said something about it in the other video, about how once I get to a certain point, I do not remove the tape. When I start trying to wear it down a little bit, and in some cases get all the way down to polyamide. I mean, when it's my razors or a customer says they want it, I like honing with no tape. I'd like to have an edge that doesn't have any tape. If there's no spine wear and the razor's in good shape, I'd most definitely rather have just a regular honing, so you can really experience what the razor was meant to feel like. Got the 4th coming up. Hope everyone had a good Father's Day last weekend. All right. So what I'm doing right now is, like, I'm just feeling. It kind of lets me know. Going back and forth, I can kind of feel if that bevel is symmetrical. Because if one side is off, then you'll feel it. I mean, you may not in the beginning when you first start out, but after a while, if one of those sides isn't, if they're not the same, you will feel it. You'll notice it. And so when that happens, what I'll do is I'll favor it. So you think, say the back side